Okay, we have made it to our final video. Are you sick of me yet? I'm sick of recording them. Does that count for anything? Um, but I think all the things we talked about today are important. And I want you to start your school year with the knowledge that has been laid out in all of today's videos. So this is our final video. There's just a few other areas I wanted to talk about before I close it all out. So hallways are simple. This is not like rocket science. You walk on the right side of the hallway. You keep your hands to yourself and you walk with a purpose. So those are all expectations throughout the entire school building. It doesn't matter what hallway you're in. Remember that those of us who are shorter, that's me, we get trapped behind the tall groups or the ones who are moving really slow, and our whole stride gets off. So in the hallways, you have 3-minute passing periods, right? You have 3 minutes to chat with friends, walk to your next destination, pop in your locker, maybe pop in your classroom and let your teacher know you're heading to the restroom, whatever that looks like for you. I don't know. But staying to the right, that's like a rules of the road. When you start driving, you drive on the right side of the road in the United States of America. Keeping your hands to yourself. Junior high, we've especially talked about this. Personal space, like we don't need to touch anybody in the hallway, and we're walking with a purpose. I think you know these things. I think you're capable of doing these things. This is just a simple, friendly reminder. Restrooms. This is a shared space. So any restroom you're in, you know what? I should talk about that. If I find you in elementary restrooms, we are going to have a chit chat. You are not to be in elementary restrooms. You are big and tall, and maybe you smell, and you scare the little kids who are in the restroom, bopping in there, minding their own business, and they see this big, tall person in there, and they are scared. You are not to be in a elementary restroom. Unless you're in 6th grade computers, down with Miss Messenger, and you have to use the restroom across from the elementary LRC. That is really the only time that you should be in an elementary restroom. But those 3rd grade, like the restrooms by the 3rd grade classrooms, you are never to step foot in. You are to use the restrooms up in the high school or down in the junior high hallway. That is it. There is no writing on anything in the bathroom. We are not putting boogers on the walls. My maintenance team should not have to do that, should not have to clean that up after you. Any garbage you have, you need to make sure it goes in the garbage. There's garbages in each restroom and in the main restroom. So this is a shared space. Everybody has to use it all day long, including teachers. They don't always get to go into their own restrooms. And so we have to remember that everybody's using these bathrooms. So treat them, just go in, do your thing, and leave. Also, wash your hands, you filthy animal. Washing your hands is so important to keeping this place germ-free. I already have kids who are sick from the few days that we've been at school. Washing your hands is going to help a lot when it comes to not spreading germs around. So when you're done with the restroom, please wash your hands. Also, don't be insulted. I have this exact wording hanging on the bathroom in my kid's bathroom at home. It literally says, "Wash your hands, you filthy animal." What's that What movie is that from? Who can tell me? And then don't forget to utilize your hall passes if you are using the restroom. It allows us to make sure that there's not too many of you in the restroom at one time. It also allows us to see who's in and out of the restroom or how often you're going to the restroom. Sometimes there's patterns we can look for. So hall pass system is important even if you're just going to the restroom. Again, it's a communication. It's a way for us to know who's in the bathroom or If you are not supposed to be in the hallways or in the bathrooms with another student, I have that in the pass system. So that means it protects both of you, right? So using your hall passes to be in the restroom is the other very important part of this entire process. Finally, I just want to end this entire day of videos with a comment about mindset. So this school year ultimately is going to be what you make it. We can set it up. Miss Chapman and I and all of your teachers and all of your paras and the bus drivers and everyone in maintenance and everyone in the cafeteria can do everything right. We can come to school happy every day. That's not going to happen because we're people too. But we are always coming here like working for you. We want this to be good for you. But the choice is ultimately yours. Like, you're going to decide how this school year goes. And no matter what we do, you're going to have to make a decision. I want to remind you of something, and I remind my own children of this too at home. You spend 420 minutes a day in this building, or 7 hours. Now, if you are an athlete or you are involved in FFA or student council or, DCP Safe or any of the things that we have, it's even more than that. So 420 minutes a day or 7 hours a day, Monday through Friday, you are in this building. For a lot of us, so staff included, like when you come in my office, it's almost like a little slice of my home because during the school year, and I work all summer long, so during the summer, I spend more time here than I do at my house. I am here all the time. This becomes an extension of who I am and what I do and how I spend those minutes I get in a day. And so you'll see in teachers' classrooms or, like paras have their fabulous, like magical bags that they carry with them. But it's because we spend a lot of time here. And goodness, if you hate every minute of it, that is brutal, mostly for you. So I just want to remind you, you spend a lot of time here. We might as well make it tolerable. And that's always our goal, is to make it a place that you don't mind being. 75,600 minutes at school in a school year. Did you know the school year is 180 days long? So it is 180 school days. That is what the state and all government bodies say that we have to be here for. 180 days. That is 75,600 minutes or 1,260 hours or 180 days out of the 365 that you are granted in an entire year. That's a lot of time. Gosh, I hope you don't hate every minute of it. But again, this is going to come down to what you want this to be. Do you want this to be someplace that you just dread every single day? Or can you start to work on not hating all of it or just hating little bits of it? Ultimately, all of us, adults and students, have to decide what the day is going to look like, how we're going to accept and move forward with the things that we have to do in this life. Life is full of a whole lot of things that we don't want to do. Like, I don't want to do all these videos, but here I am doing it with a smile on my face because I think it's important. And I think that the way we start the school year is important. And I hope that we can have a good mindset, a positive mindset. Not that you have to love every single second of the day, but we can start the year and maintain a little bit of joy throughout the day. There might be a period you don't like. There might be a class you don't prefer. but there's still a level of respect for it and the knowledge that sometimes you just got to do some things you don't really want to do. Um, I'm excited for this school year, and having you guys back for the last 3 days has done nothing but make me more excited for what's to come. I think all of our staff and Miss Chapman and I have spent a lot of time and energy on trying to make this place the best it can be. Are we going to be the best every single day? No. We're people like you. Like, we have bad days, or we have hard months, or, we have things that happen in life that might, I don't know, put us on edge. But overall, our mindset is that we're excited to be here. We're excited to see you. You belong here. There's not a doubt in my mind that every single one of you belongs in this building right here, right now. And I will do the best that I can to make sure you know that you are where you're supposed to be. So this year ultimately is going to be what you make it. And I hope you choose to spend all those minutes and all those hours not dreading the entire experience. Because that's what high school and junior high is. It's an experience. It's a little chapter in this big game of life. It doesn't feel like that right now, but you're going to spend a whole lot more time out of school than you are in school. So make it worthwhile. It's something you have to do. You have to be here. Let's try to enjoy it. Okay, so after this, you are going to have an hour to do one of the many different activities that we have put together for you. Miss Chapman and I tried really hard to make it an hour that you will enjoy. I think the weather's supposed to clear up, so we're going to hopefully have all the same things in all those places. There are yellow pieces of paper that I hung up yesterday at the end of the school day in case you are wondering either where an activity is that you wanted to go to, or if you're wondering about our 2:00 schedule today. It's also in your email, so you have it with you at all times. And I hope that we have a great celebration for the end of our Significant 72 to start the school year. And we're going to come back tomorrow ready to rumble and dive into our curriculum. Okay. I love and adore every single one of you, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day. I will see you out there.